Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have NBA picks for October 28th, 2025. We are coming off a bad day, but we had four blowouts we dealt with. Houston Rockets end up blowing out a team. Celtics end up getting a blowout. Memphis gets blown out, and so did the Detroit Pistons. And unfortunately, out of those four blowouts, only one person really contributed to the blowout in a positive or a negative way, and that was Cade Cunningham. Jaylen Brown did not contribute to his team blowing out a team. Neither did Amen Thompson, and Ja Morant is probably on my block list for now on due to his minutes just not being consistent, his playing time not being consistent. They almost use him as he's like a 20-year veteran who's 40 years old. I'm not too sure what's going on with this guy, but he just cannot play a full game or a full season for that matter. So I'm staying away from John Morant. We did cash for Tyrese Maxey, who absolutely went crazy. So we are, looking for a huge bounce back spot here. Four player props, one best bet, and I shifted my focus a little bit into looking more into volume, usage, and minutes, especially early on in the season until I figure out more of what's going on as far as these team roles for each player, also motivation for each coach slash organization, how they're using these players, and also these players' season. Some guys play differently from season to season, different teams. Every team has changed so much, so we're trying to figure out what's going on with that. And until that it gets there, I'm going to focus more on those three important factors. And those three important factors all are a part our four players for today. Of course, let's get to the stats. 100% transparency, 5 and 4, 55%, 13 for 15, 46%. So not very good. Must do better. I will do better. No one's hurting as bad as me because you guys should keep what you like, leave what you don't. For me, I keep it all. And so I took all those L's yesterday because of those blowouts. If I had to make those picks, I'd pick them again. I felt very confident, just as I feel in these picks today. That's why I'll be probably pairing them with a lot of Taco Tuesdays. PRA season average for Adebayo, who's my hammer play, is 32. PRA projection 37. Fast-paced game for the Heat. They are the fastest paced team in the NBA. They play the fastest pace and going against the Hornets who play a top five pace. That's the reason why this number is set at 240 total points. So they're expecting a track meet. I'm expecting a track meet. He's also the number one option for this team, the go-to player. There is no Tyler Hero. There is no Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is the guy. He makes plays for the team. He's a leading rebounder as well. So I do expect him to have a good game against this bad defense of the Hornets. They're not too interested in playing defense. So once again, a good matchup. He's only shooting 36% from the field is why he's struggling early, but 6.7 free throws in a really good matchup. I expect this game to stay close, not a blowout. So give me the over 34.5 PRA. His number has fluctuated from 34 to 35 to 33. I like it up to 35.5. Anything after that, I would probably have to pass. Next guy is Domantas Sabonis of the Kings. Average 26, projection 35. He's only averaging 8.5 shots a game, and I expect that to increase. I believe Doug Christie, the Kings, and Sabonis will kind of talk about it in the day off and figure out, hey, this guy has to be more active. He has to be more engaged. He has to have more aggression when it comes to scoring. So, getting a discount here for him because of his lack of the way he's played this season and not much that he hasn't done anything really well outside of he's gotten a decent amount of rebounds, but if you look at his last five seasons, this is why I'm sticking with him. Here's his last five seasons PRA: 39, 44, 39, 36, 36. So you see he's been over in the last five seasons, clearing this number easily. He did get in foul trouble in the last game. OKC does play two bigs, so that's gonna make Sabonis have a little bit more opportunity on the court because they actually need the size. So they're gonna have to go big, and I like him here over 32.5 PRA, way under his number that It started off with at 38, I believe, at the beginning of the season. So huge discount here. Go ahead and give me the over 32.5 PRA. Miles Bridges of the Hornets, 30 season average, PRA projection 31. No Brandon Miller, total set at 240, as I mentioned before. He's a transition type of guy. I mentioned earlier the Heat play the fastest pace. This is going to be an up and down game. This is where Miles Bridges flourishes. He's been over 2 out of 3 games, despite dealing with 2 blowouts. So in the one game that was actually competitive, he had 31 PRA. He's averaging 6 free throws. He's a good rebounder, great in transition. I don't expect a lot of defense in this game. Give me the over 30.5 PRA for Miles Bridges. Last pick of the day, I'm gonna go with OG Anunoby. Leads the team in minutes, which is very important to me. And he is shooting a low percentage, but still averaging 13 shot attempts a game, over 9 threes a game. Has not shot good in the last 2 games, but the volume and usage in minutes are there. Josh Hart continues to struggle. I do expect McBride to be out again and possibly Karl Anthony Towns. So that's going to mean he's going to get even more minutes. I think he's averaging 34 minutes. I see him getting maybe 36, 37 minutes in this game due to the fact that, one, he's defensively, he's very important. And then two, this is an important game for the Knicks. They can't drop another game. So I think they're going to go with these stars a lot more. Give me the over 22.5 PRA for OG Anunoby. And now for my best bet, it's going to be the Heat versus the Hornets. I'm staying away from this high total, but I'm going to rock with the Hornets +6. I do expect the Hornets to keep it close. In my opinion, they have more talent. They're a more talented team. Does not mean they're going to win the game, but the more talented team should be able to keep it within a touchdown here. So give me the Hornets +6. Now for the quick recap, we got Adebayo over 34.5 PRA, Sabonis over 32.5 PRA, Bridges over 30.5 PRA, and then Anunoby over 22.5 PRA. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Also subscribe and leave a comment. If a lot of people ask me in the comment section, I would like to address, one of the things they ask me is, why do I like PRA so much? PRA is points, rebounds, and assists. Usually everyone that I'm picking, they are really good players. And one thing I know from playing the game, as long as I did, is that a really good player is going to do everything on the court. So you're giving me 3 options compared to one. I don't want to have to narrow it down when it comes to these good players because all these players are playmakers and all these players have opportunities to do more than just rebound or just score or just assist. And I don't know from night to night what they're going to do best, but I do know they're going to do all three. So that gives me the opportunity, a higher percentage, from my opinion, to go over my number just because I can mix it and match it all together instead of just putting all my eggs in one basket. Similar how I tell you guys, do not just bet 6-man flexes and expect to win long term. You must mix and match two-man flexes, 5-man flexes. I bet in volume, and that's how I am profitable long term. So with that being said, that's a little bit of a PSA for you at the end. But of course, hit that comment section, give me a like, and then subscribe. And like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.